Hey you guys, it's Leslie Green, the Hungry Housewife. I have come up with the most amazing Philadelphia cream cheese cookie recipe ever. Like the holy grail of cookie recipes, I swear. In the middle of the night, I woke up straight out of a dead sleep thinking of cream cheese danishes. And I thought, okay, well, I can't make cream cheese danishes for the competition because they take too long. So I thought, cream cheese Danish cookies. I will invent a cookie that tastes like the little cream cheese danishes my mom used to give me as a kid. I don't know if they were frozen or fresh or if she made them. I don't know. I don't want to ruin the memory and ask her, but they were amazing. And so I hurried up with my pad of paper that I keep next to my bed all the time because that's when my food thoughts come to me in the middle of the night. I don't know why. So I wrote down the recipe really quick and then I went back to sleep. So the next morning, the first thing I did is made these cream cheese Danish cookies. They tasted just like the cream cheese danishes my mama used to make me. They have cream cheese in the cookie dough, they have cream cheese in the cookie filling, and they have cream cheese on the cookie drizzle. What more can you ask for? Cream cheese in every single aspect of the cookie. They are to die for. Good. Okay, we are ready to make this delicious Philadelphia cream cheese Danish cookie. They're so good. Okay, this is what you need, you guys. It's really crazy simple. You need 1½ cups of flour, 3/4 tablespoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, I'd say about 1/8 teaspoon, and just whisk that together to mix everything up. Okay, we have that mixed up. Now we are going to take our 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese that we already have softened up. We're going to take our stick of butter that's also at room temperature, and we are going to cream those two things together until they're nice and fluffy. Okay, now that our cream cheese and our sugar is super fluffy, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of sugar to that. 1/8 of a teaspoon of almond extract, just a little bit goes a long way. And we are also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to mix that together. Now to that, we are slowly going to add our flour mixture to that, just in a couple little batches, just to make sure everything is nice and incorporated. Last one. Make sure all that flour gets in there. Now just mix it together until a nice dough forms. Ooh, it is all over those beaters, so get it off the beaters and try not to get it on your clothes. Okay. Now what you want to do now is just take a little bit of flour and just flour whatever surface you have that you're going to use to roll out your cookie dough. Okay, we have our cookie dough here, and it's kind of sticky because of that cream cheese, so just use your flour. And what I like to do is flatten it out into a pretty flat disc, like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it in some cling wrap and pop it into the freezer for I'd say about 20 minutes, just so it can get a little bit firm because it's so much easier to work with. And while it is in the freezer getting all nice and firm, I'm going to make the filling and the drizzle to go on top of these cream cheese Danish cookies. Now, it took me a couple times to get this filling recipe just right, but I have it perfect and it tastes just like those little cream cheese danishes my mom used to give me as a kid. So I have 4 ounces of room temperature cream cheese. Just beat that up a bit. And to that you add 1 tablespoon of sour cream. Gives it a little bit of a tang. And then to that you add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to start to slowly add in 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. This is so yummy. Don't y'all love when you make a recipe and it just instantly brings back a memory or something from your childhood? Kind of the same way that songs or smells do. I find that food does that for me a lot. Brings back those fond childhood memories that I have. I'm going to keep adding the powdered sugar. I'm also going to add in a ½ teaspoon of lemon juice and then the rest of the powdered sugar. Okay, our filling is perfectly smooth and delicious and yummy. And I am going to go wash my beaters and I'm going to come back and I am going to make the cream cheese drizzle to go over top of our cream cheese Danish cookies. The drizzle recipe that goes on top of these cream cheese Danish cookies is just as simple as the rest of the recipe. You just cream up your 4 ounces of cream cheese and then you add in a 1/3 cup powdered sugar. You add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a ½ tablespoon of melted butter. Mix that up. And then the last thing you add is 2 teaspoons of regular old milk. Okay, that is perfect. Now I'm going to get my cookies out of the freezer. We're going to roll them out. We're going to fill them with our filling and we're going to put them in the oven. All right, we are back and our cookie dough is nice and chilled. So I'm just going to unwrap it from the plastic wrap and put a little bit of flour down on our countertop. So we do not want anything sticking. Remember, this dough is a little bit sticky because all that cream cheese in there. Nothing wrong with that. So we are just going to take a rolling pin. Now, this does not look like a rolling pin to you, but it is. This is a PVC pipe. Because I make cakes with like big old sheets of fondant and a regular rolling pin does not cut it, so I went to the hardware store and got me a big old piece of PVC pipe and it works perfectly. Nothing sticks to it either. Okay, so you take your dough, you want it about 3/8 of an inch thick, and you're just gonna roll it out. All right, it's about 3/8 of an inch thick, and you just take your cookie cutter. You can use any size. I'm using about a 2-inch cookie cutter. Dip it in a little bit of flour and cut out your cookies and place them on a parchment paper lined cookie sheet just for easy cleanup and no stickage and no burnage. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep cutting these out and placing them on the cookie sheet. Okay, now these cookies don't spread that much, so they can be kind of crowded on the cookie sheet but don't have them touching. Now, we want to make a nice little indentation in our cookies to put that delicious Philadelphia cream cheese filling in the middle of them. So you can use your thumb, you can use a spoon, you can use the back of the spoon. I have like a little dowel here that I use to make tarts. So just take it and make a nice indentation in the middle of the cookie, pretty deep. All right, we have all of our little indentions made in our cookies. Now it's time for the fun stuff. You put about, I would say, a ½ teaspoon of the Philly cream cheese mixture in every one of those little holes, just waiting to get filled with this delicious, delicious filling. Don't be afraid to lick the spoon. That's usually my kids' job, but they're not here right now. We are going to put these in our preheated 350-degree oven for about 15 to 17 minutes until you see the underneath of them turning a light golden brown. Our delicious Philadelphia cream cheese Danish cookies are out of the oven. I put them on some wax paper. They've been cooling for about 3 minutes or so. I put my drizzle in a little Ziploc bag, snip the corner off, and this is the yummy part. Now, I did this so it looked exactly like the Danish. I wanted all my childhood memories brought back with the look and the taste. So you just drizzle this right over the top, and then you eat them. I take one bite and I feel like I'm 5 again. Tastes just like the Danishes my mom used to make me. So good. Thanks so much for watching. This was my Philadelphia cream cheese Danish cookies. It's Leslie Green, the Hungry Housewife from Tampa, Florida. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.